For something new, a new inspiration, a new philosophy, a new way to look at something, new talent. I like people that are hungry. And I like to take old things and reinterpret them in new ways, so.
Which led to, did that lead to Kabbalah too?
Oh,
swept away as well. No, swept away is an old thing,
yes.
new.
Yeah.
Kabbalah, you were born Catholic, right?
I was born Catholic.
You are now Jewish? You wear the Jewish star?
Well, I wear the Jewish star, but I haven't converted to Judaism, and I'm not Jewish in the conventional sense, because the Kabbalah is a belief system that predates religion and predates Judaism as an organized religion.
Explain that.
It's a belief system. It's incredibly scientific, and as I said, it predates religion. I think people, a lot of the rituals, well, all of the rituals have been appropriated by the Jewish faith. But I think people have misinterpreted and or have left out the true and deep metaphysical reason for all of those things.
What attracted you to it?
I was looking for something. I mean, I'd begun practicing yoga, and I was looking for the answers to life. Why am I here? What am I doing here? What is my purpose? How do I fit into the big picture? I know there's more to life than making lots of money and being successful, and even getting married and having a family. You know, where does it go? What is the point? What is the point of my journey and everybody else's journey? And
what's it all mean?
What's it all mean, and why is there so much chaos in the world? And is just the way it goes, you know? And I wanted to know the answers, and I heard about these classes they were teaching. I heard they were very scientific in nature, not dogmatic and religious, and it didn't matter where you came from or what religious faith you were brought up in. And I heard the teacher was brilliant.
And he's a rabbi.
He's a rabbi, yeah.
So it's generally considered a sect of Judaism, is it not?
It is the mystical interpretation of the Torah, yeah. Torah.
But you don't
the Old Testament. But you know what? Jesus was a Kabbalist. Jesus was a rabbi. And essentially, Christianity took a very important concept of the Kabbalah, which is love thy neighbor as thyself, and that became the foundation of Christianity. Obviously, it's been, you know, unfortunately, Christianity has taken certain things out of context. I mean, there's no point in killing people if they don't become Christians. That's got nothing to do with loving your neighbor as yourself.
Some Christians have done that.
Well, during the Crusades, for instance.
Yeah,
yes,
more did
yes,
it.
Yes.
Do you go to synagogue?
Yes, I do.
Is your husband?
A Kabbalist?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
He is. Did you bring him in?
Yes. Well, I mean, I introduced it to him because I study it, and he was curious, and he was very skeptical at first, being a Darwinist, and not at all interested in spirituality, but...
Are there the traditions or laws you have to uphold as the dietary laws, or you can't work on a certain day of the week?
First of all, like I said, there's no dogma, and I mean, things like eating kosherly or honoring the Sabbath. There's the 1% reason, the reason that most Jews know about and even Christians know about, and then there's the metaphysical reason behind it. I would say the most important aspect of the Kabbalah is recognizing that we are all one, that there's no such thing as fragmentation.
And it accepts the golden rule, right?
Which
do unto others
as you would have them do unto you. Absolutely.
Yeah, I didn't know that. How is it a lucky number?
13 is the age when, that's why boys get bar mitzvahed at the age of 13, by the way. It's the age when the soul gets completely, like, sort of solidified in your bodies. When you come into your own.
Is this one of those Kabbalah things?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it is.
So you've been doing some spiritual searching?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a party, like a Kabbalah party in New York? I saw that there was like an invitation of some sort, didn't you?
In New York? No. I had a cocktail party.
A Kabbalah cocktail party?
Kabbalah.
Kabbalah, sorry.
Yeah. Well, Kabbalah if you're Israeli, I guess.
Now, how did you become involved in this?
A girlfriend of mine was going all the time and to these classes. They're classes. It's the Kabbalah Learning Center. And basically the Kabbalah is the mystical interpretation of the New Testament. And she kept telling me about this really charismatic rabbi named Eitan who said told these great stories, and she kept going on and on about it, and you know, and I said, listen, Susan, I'm not even Jewish. Why are you telling me these things? You know, and she's like, you don't have to be Jewish. Just come and take a, you know, study, and if you like it, well, you like it. If you don't, leave. So I did, and Lisa's taking some Kabbalah classes.
Really?
It's really great. It's really great.
And what have you gotten out of it?
What have I gotten out of it? Listen, I couldn't get into it on a, you know,
No,
in a
that's probably
2-second sort of glib interview, but I mean, the thing about the Kabbalah is that there's similarities in the Kabbalah. The Kabbalah has similarities with, say, Buddhism. The whole idea of cause and effect, and for every action there's a reaction, and that you absolutely are the master of your destiny, and that that you have to take responsibility for the chaos in your life. You can't go around saying, "Oh, this happened to me, and this happened to me, and I'm a victim, and this happened to me." It's like you pull in what you put out, basically. And if you want to have goodness in your life, then you have to give it.
I mean, he said once that he's from a land where wizards actually exist, and I thought, you know.
But they do.
Oh.
There are wizards in this room right now. Okay?
As don't we know. But I guess you're right.
No, I mean, he's talking about the world you can't see.
Oh.
And that's definitely true.
Okay. Well,
Everything you see in the world around you is only 1% of what actually exists. But we don't have to get into that conversation right now. We don't want to frighten the audience.
Let's put that off. Yeah.
I mean, I made a bargain with it, you know, a long time ago, and I'm holding up my hand.
What was your bargain?
To get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with you know, with the chief commander.
On this earth?
And on this earth, and then in the world we can't see. And on this earth, and then in the world we can't see.
He's talking about the world you can't see.
Oh.
And that's definitely true.
Okay. Well,
Everything you see in the world around you is only 1% of what actually exists. Religion is synonymous with not asking questions. And what I call religious thinking is robotic thinking. It's, oh, you know, we do things because this is what our ancestors did, this is what my father did, my grandfather. And as I was raised a Catholic, and I had questions like, you know, why did God create the world, and why is there so much sadness, and why is there war, and why do good things happen to bad people, and bad things happen to good people? My father could never answer those questions, and my religion never answered those questions. And when I started studying Kabbalah for the first time, I felt like those questions were being answered.
But why do you think it is that people would criticize you for that? I mean, because it seems to me you're not harming anybody.
No, I'm not. And I think it's just because it's not familiar. People don't understand what it is.
Yes.
And because they don't understand it, they criticize it. Yes. I mean, I think if I become a born-again Christian, or, you know, renewed my faith in the Catholic Church and started hanging out with the Pope in Rome, people would be a little bit more comfortable with it. What do you think?
I think